Hello everyone, I'm Hannah. I'm creative designer at Paradime, and today I will give you a 15-minute walkthrough of how we build the Paradime's first year in review in 10 days entirely by AI tools and by me, a designer without any coding background. So Fabio and Costa, our co-founders, they will join us for the Q&A section after. And first I will show you about what actually we built, the demo, and then we will talk about the experiment to product, and then we will talk about the system itself, and then we will cover the challenges we face, and finally we will talk about what worked and what didn't, the takeaways. So cool, let's get started. So before we really dive in to show you the steps how we build a year in review in 10 days with zero coding background, we will first look at what it looks for the user. So the user, when they land on Paradime homepage, they will find this lovely card on the top left, which shows the year in review. And when they click launch, they will see this arcade theme. And then they put in their email as if they're inserting the coin in an arcade. And then they will see their data being printed from ticket dispenser, just like when you're playing an arcade. So, and then next they will get their personalized dino card with an illustration with this cool 3D hovering effect. And then when they go to the next step, the final step, they will see overall the overview of their statistics as well as their illustration. And there's one button here, download and share, which we allow them to take the final screen to show on the social. It looks like this with our Paradime branding at the bottom. So you can see that we have this beautiful dino illustration, and we in total there are 6 archetype with 3 archetype family. The first one is the AI Invader family, and the Space Explorer will evolve to Fleet Commander, when the Data Crafter family, Iron Builder will evolve to Diamond Builder, and for Pipeline Runner, the Speed Runner will evolve to Turbo Runner. So let's take a look at how this all started. So if you guys know that last November, Gemini 3 launches its new feature, so everyone online was very excited about it, and including me. So I took some time to explore what can this AI tool actually do. So this is the first tool I built, is the DBT explainer, explain DBT to non-engineer background. And then next one is the icon library. Very cool. You can change the animation, and then even a small game. So this really gives me a thought of maybe we can build a year in review with this tool. And then, like Paradigm have been using the arcade type of theme in our booth design. So you can see this very cool arcade. And this also gives me an idea, what if we build the year in review as in real arcade machine? So I go to Figma Make because my Gemini run out of credit, and Figma Make support Gemini 3 as well. I paste a very detailed prompt to it, and the first result it came back was actually impressive. So you're looking at the very first draft it gives up. Yeah, you can see like it's already very functional, and you can see there are some changes compared to what we got now. So what end up with choosing Figma as a final tool to build this project is because not only because it is an AI, but also it has a very cool feature, which is copy design. So with this feature, it allows me to paste the design directly into Figma. I can adjust with vectors, elements without touching the code. So this really changed everything. And next we will talk about the how the system itself, how we turn the user data into character identities. At that time, we got so many metrics that we all want to show the user, but the goal is to not to overwhelm them, but showing what is actually meaningful to them. That's why we decided with these 7 metrics. And then I go ahead and then group them in 3 major archetype family. The one is AI powered development with the AI conversation and AI commit generated metrics. And then hands-on DBT modeling, this one will be DBT terminal commands. Then pipeline operation will have these two metrics. So what we want to really bond the connection with the user and make them feel like the archetype really cool to them. That's why I choose the name that is resonate with the game that grow up with our audience, which is the AI Invader is inspired by Space Invader, and for Data Crafter is inspired by Minecraft, and for Pipeline Runner is inspired by Sonic and Mario. And the rest of the 2 metrics, they are non-behavioral metrics. So we show them into workdays in the hour saved by Dino AI. And for overview, we just show what it is. Then you might wonder why use archetype instead of levels. So then here's the question. How can we compare the AI heavy user with the hands-on DBT builder? The answer is you can't, and we shouldn't, because they are very different. So that's why by the leveling progression type of idea, we decided to reject it. That's why we go for the archetype. Naming also matters in this scenario. So there are actually 4 principles I give myself. First, this has to match the theme. We need to match also the game itself, but also it has to be clear and aspirational. It needs to be intuitive, make people feel good. Also, it cannot be like ultimate. It needs to have room to grow because we are a startup. Then we don't want to disappoint user. Some people, they might have light numbers. That's why we reject so many names during this journey. Something like master, beginner, were all rejected. So that's why we landed on these names, 6 names. Then we will talk about the actual challenge I faced during the journey. What happened when AI can't give you the consistent result? This is our dino. It has simple lines. Like we have 6 characters we need to generate. So I go to Nano Banana. I thought, it would be easy. We'll just paste this reference and then tell what it to generate. The result was not as I thought. So you can see on the right side, this is AI generated, and things is shifted a lot. For example, it's giving me a total different dinos. You also have the details that is too much that doesn't match with our theme. So this really stuck. That made me really stuck. So that's why I go to Claude. And I think this is a very great example of how to use one AI to fix another AI's problem. So by chatting with Claude, I came to 3 conclusions. First is you have to attach references every single time. Every single time. Do not expect it will remember. And then be specific about what to add and be equally specific about what not to change. So let's take this Claude prompt as an example. You can see it shows that add only these items. Also be specific about style requirements. It also clearly show what not to add. By this thing, I figure out the process, which is go to Claude, generate detailed prompt, and then go to Gemini, Nano Banana, generate the image with our reference image attached, and then go to Claude again to do the tweaks. But not everything is frustrating with AI. There are something that also give us surprises, which the first example is 3D hover surprise. Originally, it wasn't look like this. It was meant to be a scratch card, but the experience was frustrating because you have to drag your mouse and then move back and forth. It's not smooth enough. So I go to AI and I say, hey, can you generate the 3D card effect? I remember only few prompts, it's generate this beautiful outcome. Even the background have this dynamic animation. So this is what AI do really well, but sometimes when you want to fix small things, it can really take you a lot of back and forth. Then There is one edge cases I think worth mentioning. There are some users in Paradigm, they are new, and they are trying out the tool, which means they won't have as many metrics as other data as other do. So instead of showing them the printing metrics with low data, which can be frustrating, instead we build this page, which is your Dino is waiting to hatch, and then we show them the whole archetype stack to prompt them that if you use Paradigm in next year, you maybe can be one of them. So the point here is to turn the disappointment to invitation. So finally, I think the key takeaway is like AI didn't replace design thinking. It amplified it. It saved me a lot of time in figuring out the technical work, and let me have more time in thinking about what is the strategy. For example, I use ChatGPT in brainstorming. I love the voice recording that can help me think out loud. I use Claude for logic and also for the algorithm, for the prompt tweaking. I use Gemini, Nano Banana for the image generation, and I use Figma for this UI shaping and also tweaking the details. So yeah, I think that's everything I'd like to share.